Hello and welcome to Antique of the Week. My name is Nadine Okker and I deal in porcelain, glass and furniture. My Antique of the Week are these pair of Sèvres saws. They're wine coolers. They were made in the 18th century by the Vincennes factory that belonged to Louis XVI. Later on, during the Revolution, a lot of the artists left France and the porcelains remained blank. They were painted in the beginning of the 19th century after Napoleon came to power, and where the tradesmen and the artists came back to France. And so originally this is an 18th century piece of porcelain, but painted up in the 19th century. And typical of the period, you have always lovers in a dog that represents loyalty, and at the back you have the flower scenes. Originally, right at the beginning when they were made, they were actually used as ice coolers, ice cream coolers. You would have had another piece that sat on top. This would have been full of ice. The ice cream would have been sitting in a little tub on top of here, because you didn't have refrigeration. Typical of the period also is this turquoise and turquoise color, which is very French, very 18th century. And we don't know who the artists are. We just know that they're very skilled artists because they're beautifully painted. And nowadays people use them as wine coolers. They put ice in and they leave their bottle of wine in, and some people even use them as planters. But originally they were called seau, which means a bucket, which would have been filled with ice, would have either been for ice cream or for wine. Thank you very much for listening to Alfie's Antique of the Week.